Yahweh God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also from the tree of the life, and eat and live forever. Therefore Yahweh God sent him forth from the garden of Eden, to work the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the garden of Eden the cherubim, and the flame of a sword, which turned every way, to keep the way of the tree of the life. Bereshith, Genesis chapter 4, in the Lawful Literal version. And the man had experienced Hawa his woman, and she conceived, and bare Cain, and she said, I have gotten a man with the help of Yahweh. And again she bare his brother Hubble, and Hubble was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a worker of the ground. And in process of time it was that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering to Yahweh, and Hubble he had brought also he of the firstlings of his flock, and from their fats. And Yahweh had respect to Hubble and his offering. But to Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And Yahweh said to Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall it not be lifted up? And if thou doest not well, sin coucheth at the door, and to thee shall be its lunge. But thou shalt rule in the midst of it. And Cain said to Hubble his brother, We should walk in the field. And it was, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Hubble his brother, and slew him. And Yahweh said to Cain, Where is Hubble thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth to me from the ground. And now cursed art thou from the ground, which hath opened its mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou workest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield to thee its strength. A fugitive and a wanderer shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said to Yahweh, My iniquity is big beyond bearing. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the ground, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth, and it will be that whosoever findeth me will slay me. And Yahweh said to him, Therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahweh appointed a sign for Cain, lest any finding him should smite him. And Cain went out from the presence of Yahweh, and dwelt in the land of Nod, east of Eden. And Cain experienced his woman, and she conceived, and bare Henoch. And he built a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son, Henoch. And to Henoch was born Arad, and Arad begat Mahoyael, and Mahoyael begat Methushael, and Methushael begat Lamech. And Lamech took to him 2 women. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Elah. And Adah bare Yabel. He was the father of such as dwell in tents and have cattle. And his brother's name was Yubal. He was the father of all such as handle the harp and pipe. And Elah she also bare Tobal-Cain, the forger of every cutting instrument of copper and iron. And the sister of Tobal-Cain was Noamah. And Lamech said to his women, Adah and Elah, hear my voice. Ye women of Lamech, hearken to my speech. For I have slain a man for wounding me, and a young man for bruising me. If Cain shall be avenged 7-fold, also Lamech 77. And Adam experienced his woman again, and she bare a son, and called his name Sheth. For, said she, God hath appointed me another seed instead of Habel, for Cain slew him. And to Sheth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enosh. This one began to call upon the name of Yahweh.